YouTube, what's going on? It is Comic-Jon here again with another fill-in video to kind of piggyback off of the Black Widow series that we started here. Last video you heard me talk about her first appearance. She was in Iron Man 2 as this kind of vague character. You weren't really sure if she was a good guy or a bad guy, if she was working for S.H.I.E.L.D. or Hydra. She's obviously a Russian spy with the KGB, so that makes her less trusting. And this is kind of something interesting about the character of Black Widow. She's obviously played by Scarlett Johansson, who's easily one of the best actors in the world. And she doesn't really say much. You don't really get much on her. Obviously, no emotions. She's just very quiet, which kind of adds to the ambiguity. However, it's Scarlett Johansson, so you kind of are worrying, is she being underutilized as an actor? And then she appears in the Avengers movie after her debut in Iron Man 2, and she gets word that Barton's been compromised. So obviously at this stage, Hawkeye and Natasha and Black Widow are part of S.H.I.E.L.D. They're not Avengers yet, but they're on the good guys team. So she gets word that he's been compromised, and this is while she's being interrogated. She's tied to a chair and interrogated by these two thugs. And it's pretty insane because out of nowhere, she finds out Barton's been compromised. She stands up, beats the shit out of these two captors, these 2 or 3 interrogators, with the chair still tied to her, and then flips around, smashes the chair, uses it kind of as a weapon as she's tied to it. Seated down, like she's tied to it like this, gets up, flips around, beats the shit out of everyone. And I remember in that moment, like, okay, they're gonna definitely give this character more. Like, this has just only been the beginning, these first few appearances from her. She mentions something in that movie, and other than this, it's pretty much her whole story. She mentions something about she has a lot of red in her ledger that she'd like to eliminate. So I'm guessing that's like kills or like bad connections. Red, maybe connections to Hydra, aka to Russia. It's kind of confusing. I should probably do a little more research. If you guys know more about what she's talking about with the red in her ledger, I guess the red in her portfolio, normally that's a bad thing. I mean, in any business, when you're in the red, it's a negative thing. So in the comments, fill me in. Maybe you guys can help me out. Let me know what the heck the whole red in her ledger means. But that's going to wrap it up. Like I said, in Avengers, she has her great role. She has the appearance in the first time they all team up. But it's still a slow burn with the Black Widow. And we're going to see more of that. Definitely a lot more growth in Captain America Winter Soldier. So I will see you then.